It is 2:54 a.m. right now. Oh, hey, party people. Man, this is a late night town. They say New York City is the city that never sleeps. But really, it's Buenos Aires. It's about 3 in the morning right now. And the nightlife area is going at full tilt. Lots of happy people out and about. Everybody's in a good mood. We are walking through the Palermo neighborhood of Buenos Aires tonight. Right now we are in Palermo Soho. Under the blood red lights in Palermo Soho. Palermo Soho and Palermo Hollywood are the two main nightlife districts in town. Buenos Aires is a huge city, so there's little pockets of nightlife all over the place. But the main area, if you want to be where all the action is Palermo Soho, Palermo Hollywood. They're right next to each other. You can easily walk all of the nightlife zones in 20 minutes, half an hour. Lots of pretty girls out in the street. This is a big city. You got to be careful, be aware of your surroundings, but overall I felt quite safe in Palermo Soho and Palermo Hollywood. I'm out by myself at 3 in the morning shooting this video. You see lots of groups of single girls by themselves walking around. That's always a good sign. Lets you know how safe the neighborhood is. I know, they love their red lights in Buenos Aires. I get it. Everybody looks good. Everybody looks tan. Lots of people getting their drink on at 3 in the morning, and a lot of people eating at 3 in the morning. Buenos Aires is a different kind of late night town than Barcelona or towns in Spain. In Spain, people go out at 10 o'clock and they stay out until 4, 5, 6 in the morning. In Buenos Aires, if you go out at 10 o'clock, no one's going to be out. There'll be people eating, but you're not going to find packed bars. A lot of the nightclubs don't even open until midnight or 1 a.m. So if you're looking to mingle, meet new people, you're better off wait until about midnight before you head out. You notice lots of people seated at tables. This was my biggest problem with Buenos Aires is it's a great place to go out with your friends, but you don't find very many places that are so crowded that they're standing room only, and it's easy to mingle and meet new people. In the United States, that's kind of like the default situation in nightlife. You go out to the bars on Friday and Saturday, nobody's sitting down, it's crowded, standing room only. People are quite friendly in the United States and quite open to meeting new people. In Buenos Aires, the culture is a lot harder to break into those friend groups. People go out with their groups of friends. You don't see a guy going out with his wingman or going out by himself. I've gotten quite good at going out by myself because I travel a lot, and the reality is if you travel to a new place, you're not going to have an instant group of friends there. But in Buenos Aires, it was difficult to find places that were crowded enough to mingle and meet new people. Like to meet her, make her one of my new people. I mean, there's an Irish bar right ahead of us. Nobody standing up. It was all tables. We are in South America, not Europe, so unlike Europe, you're going to hear pretty much exclusively Spanish on the streets. You go to a city like Barcelona, it's very international, you hear all kinds of languages. Buenos Aires, you'll hear Spanish and a little bit of English, but not like Europe. Europe, everybody speaks their language plus English, so it's like they speak German and English, or French and English, or Spanish and English. Here, they speak Spanish and Spanish. If you want to learn Spanish, it's great. Oh God, what's going on here? Nope. No voy a mirar. I don't know what he wanted me to look at, but I'm not looking. Here's one of the nightclubs. Probably pretty packed right now. They really fill in between like midnight and 1:30. So at 3, there's not much of a line, and they're open till 5 or 6. So if you're oh, hello. If you're a night owl, karaoke bar. If you're a night owl, going out to the nightclub at 3 a.m. is certainly an option. You could have 2 or 3 hours of fun still. The nightclubs are packed. The nightclubs are standing room only, but they are deafeningly loud. So, hey. Those guys found those girls so attractive, nearly knocked them off their feet.
Es amor, es amor. Tienes que hacer teatro conmigo.
He said,
No toques nada.
he said she turned me to stone. I think that's what I heard. I've been living in Spanish-speaking countries for over a year now. Basically fluent if I'm talking to you one-on-one, but it's still very difficult for me to overhear conversations on the street and clearly make out what they're saying. That's how you know when you're 100% fluent, when you can eavesdrop at a cafe and follow someone else's conversation. Anyway, the nightclubs will be packed, but they're going to be so loud you won't be able to talk to anyone in the nightclub. If you're one of those guys that can just go dance with anyone, you're going to have a great time at the nightclubs in Buenos Aires. I am not that guy. I have tried to be that guy. I made it like a goal on my self-improvement list to be able to dance freely and approach people on the dance floor. It's just not in me. I feel like I'm fighting my nature. If I want to meet a woman, I got to start with my mouth. I got to start talking. And then, hey, let's go dance. I know guys that can do that. Just go right up to a girl they don't know on the dance floor and dance fearlessly. It's extremely difficult for me. I got rhythm. I can dance. Lots of girls compliment me on my dancing, but I feel super awkward just randomly going up to a girl. So for me, an ideal situation is a little bar with a dance floor. I can talk somewhere off the dance floor and make my way over there. That's tough to find in BA. But if you're a dance floor guy, you'll do great in the nightclubs here. Because of the strength of the US dollar and the euro currently, you can get into those clubs for about $5 or $6. Lots of late night junk food in Buenos Aires. I lived there for 5 months. Spent the next 3 months dieting off all the weight I put on. Empanadas are freaking delicious. And when I was there, US dollar equivalent, they were about 33 cents, which is crazy. If you go to an empanada restaurant in Miami, they're like $6 an empanada. Lots of good Italian food, really good pizza, because they've had lots of Italian immigration during the Second World War. Also, you notice the gene pool here is super European, super white. All right, get it. So if your genes are super European, super white, you're not going to get many foreign guy points here like you would in Thailand. I mean, basically, I look like everybody else, which is fine if you want to fit in. It's kind of why I chose Buenos Aires. It was my first step into South America. I wanted a baby step. This is like a bridge between European culture and South American culture. And it's just an awesome city. It's so big. There's so many different neighborhoods. If you ever find yourself in the Palermo neighborhood, this bar right ahead of us called El Reloj. It's the exception to what I was talking about of just tables of friends. It actually is standing room only Friday and Saturday night. You could go in there and mingle, meet some new people. That's your spot as of the recording of this video. You know how fast nightlife changes, but I got the feeling El Reloj had been there a while and will be there for some time to come. Gross. Cigarettes are gross. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love again. Big Nordic themed bar up here on the left. Got a giant logo of a Viking helmet. Four happy girls. Slamming the brakes on. Oh, I'm in love again. I got another new girlfriend. Oh man, they caught me. I'm walking too slow. It's a cute girl roadblock. I'm alright with that. I normally don't like people walking in front of me in my walk videos. This time I'll allow it. Oh, thank God they're gone. It was getting a little annoying. Oh, for crying out loud. Sometimes I think these people know I'm filming and they're like, I want my back to be in the video. Mm-hmm. Another nightclub coming up here on the right. Lots of pretty girls all dressed up. And a lot of guys in t-shirts. There's one guy bothered to put on a fancy button down. This place, I don't remember what it's called, but it's right when you cross over into Palermo Soho from Palermo Hollywood. That overpass there is an elevated train. That's kind of the divider line between the two neighborhoods. Oh, hey.
Estamos grabando. Good job.
I'm making friends everywhere I go. That overpass between the two neighborhoods looks a little sketch, but it's not. If you saw an overpass like that in Los Angeles, there'd be 10 homeless men sleeping under it. But in Buenos Aires, there's just a couple stray cats. Little baby nightclub right there. Hola. Little rock and roll bar here on the right. I'm sure you can tell by the crowd pouring out of there. Got a rock and roll feel. And then there's another row of big nightclubs here on the left. Actually never went into any of these. I think one of them's probably a gay nightclub. Couldn't really tell. Yet another nightclub. So a lot of people go to the restaurant late at night, 11 o'clock, eat with their friends, and then go to the nightclub around midnight or 1. It is 2:54 a.m. right now, and if I had come out at midnight, this video would be pretty terrible because no one's out at midnight. There's some people like eating, but it doesn't really get busy till after 1 a.m. in Buenos Aires. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been saying the whole time. I would say the most fun I had as a solo traveler in Buenos Aires in the nightlife was going to the small nightclubs. Those are like the most enjoyable. The easiest to meet people, dance a little bit. It wasn't really much like a typical American bar. Little nightclubs with a ticket for me. I went into this rock club one night, and if you want to listen to the music, it was great, but you can't talk to anyone in there. Man, there's so many beautiful women in Buenos Aires. All over the place. Oh, I feel like a salmon swimming upstream. That might be where the video ends. I just get stuck and I can't get out. Fin! If that happened, that's how I'd end it. I'd just put up fin on the screen. French for the end. Fin! Back at that nightclub from earlier. I don't know, probably 3:30. Oh, hello. Like 3:30 in the morning now, and as you can see, it's thinned out a little bit. But again, people will be there till dawn. One thing I was never able to do in Buenos Aires was outlast the club. Not once. I was out till dawn. I was out until there were birds chirping, but I never saw a nightclub close. It always wore me out first. This is Plaza Serrano. I'll hop on Google Maps and figure out where we are. Plaza Serrano. I don't know. Seeing a lot of men. Ah, there's some girls. Men, girl. Men, girl. Men, girl. Men. Yeah, I don't know if I would hop in that line. I don't know about you guys, but I saw a great deal of hombres in that line. Right? Me too, bro. Endless tables of friends. Not that you can't find the mingle bar, it's just not the default. Like in the US, any city, any Friday, any Saturday night, the default situation is crowded bar, standing room only, mingle and meet new people. I mean, you could hang out in your group of friends if you wanted to, but if you wanted to meet new people, it's quite easy in the States. You can find that here, but you got to look hard for it. The default is table of friends. Hamana. I lost my train of thought there. There's a Starbucks. Not open right now. That's also one of my safety gauges. If I see a Starbucks, I know. I'm always like in the back of my mind, like, well, how bad could it be? There's a Starbucks. I'm not sure in the neighborhood. I see a Starbucks. I'm like, all right, it's probably okay. Also, if you see lots of people freely using their cell phones and not looking over their shoulder first, also probably okay. This whole neighborhood's quite safe, I thought. I mean, it's a big city. Bad things can happen, but I felt quite safe here. I heard the bad neighborhood in Buenos Aires is La Boca. I never made it there. I tried in the middle of the day, go check out some of the touristy stuff, but the metro and bus gods would not allow it that day, so I turned around and went home. But if anyone was going to warn me about an area to avoid in Buenos Aires, they always said La Boca. I cannot confirm or deny. I'm just repeating what I was told. Want to have a good time? Want to enjoy the nightlife? Palermo is where you want to be. As you can clearly see. Dancing go-go girls and go-go boy, apparently. Okay, bitch. That's about it for this one, guys. Hasta la próxima, chicos.